What is going on, Nissan Nation? It's your buddy Dave here, and today we are doing Juke things. And the Juke hadn't had any attention in a little bit, besides these new wheels, which we'll get into in a little bit later. But we're going to replace the mid-pipe in this thing and see if we can't get it to sound just a little bit cooler. Fingers crossed on that one. It wasn't too expensive for this mid-pipe, couple $100, but does it improve the sound any? Let's find out. All right, so we got this box from Stillen. Thanks to Z1 for selling these cool parts. And yeah, we need all this stuff because we got cool parts. We got cool things here, like bendy pipes. So let's get these on. Well, here we are again. We're under the car. We got, obviously there's one of the cats. So we're gonna unbolt from here. Take this this resonator out. It's pretty big, kind of keeps it a little quiet. I don't want this car like extremely loud, but I want a little better flow. So let's hopefully we can unbolt this thing. Put a little Dawn on this. This rubber gets a little dried out, so that Dawn should help kind of loosen it up a little bit, especially helps it slide off there a little bit. I may need to gob some more on there, but let's just see if we can break this free and do it. Now, this is where a lift would be really handy. You could get a lot, you could be right under it pretty easy. Try to torque these things out somehow. I don't have such luxuries right now. Guys, keep like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe I will have those luxuries one day. But anyways, let's see if we can. Gotta figure out how to pry that off there. Bingo. There we go. Let's get this out from under the cart and examine it. All right, Stillen, Calsonic Nissan. As you can see, the resonator is so much smaller, so this should open it up. Let's see if we can see on the inside. All right, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but you can see, you know, it kills a little bit of the sound, but it's not, you know, it's made to let the air flow. So see through there. And now let's see if we can look through the factory. And the factory has years of over 100,000 miles on it, so we're not gonna see much on that, but still. All right, Stillen pipe. Nothing exciting to see there. Great welds though. Much like the Nismo product. Everything about these things just killer. So let's get this one mounted up, and then we'll see if we can't get the rest. I'm gonna recommend, if you're doing this in your driveway, leave the padding on. It's just so you don't scratch up your part. Now, obviously you've seen where I've cut it off, but I've left it wrapped around it, so I can slide it under the car and get it up under here. Now let's get it mounted up. Come on, girl. Let's see. Now this might be a little bit more difficult because this pipe has to wind up here. And it was pretty much that easy. But the problem being is we've got to get this all together. All right, so that's it. Bring up. We need the muffler. Fun with clamps. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta tap it out. And pray to God you didn't ruin your threads. All right, now the fun part. You've got your gasket that you got to keep in here. You got to mount all this together. Oh, and you're gonna want to make sure the bolts don't leave. So there's that. if I get this on the first try, it's gonna be awesome.
Don't talk about it till you do it.
One down. Looky there. Maybe first try. Don't, you got to do each side slightly, so don't just crank down on one side and just hope for the best on the other. Just mildly tighten that down, and then we'll move to this side. And hopefully I got enough arms here that I can do this. Two side, and we'll just check them with we'll double check them with a wrench, and we're good. All right, cold start up here. Things sounds good. I'm hoping this frees up a little bit of power too, so when we go down to Z1, we'll you can tell the computer's like, hey, there's more flow there. What's going on? It did this when I put the muffler on too. Like all of a sudden the RPMs were up for a minute, and it took it'll take the computer a little bit of time to adjust to the flow, the pressure. For a ride. And was it worth it or was it not? I think once it gets tuned, I've always heard the more you open up your exhaust, the better it is for tuning. All right, so we're on my little test loop here, and we'll see what the tires and everything I've done does to this car. Man, it does feel a little smoother getting into it at around 5,000 RPMs. Sounds great. I do feel like it's going to need a clutch one of these days, though. I feel like a clutch slips just a hair.
And I didn't kill it?
No. Well, it's got 107,000 miles on it, Kelly.
Oh.
The last one you killed had 141,000 on it, so it was well past its prime. All right, so let's go back to the house before I get a ticket, and we'll do our final review on this. Oh, there we go, guys. That's the Stillen mid pipe on the Juke. So that gives us the mid pipes are all clean. So we got a smaller resonator now. We got the Nismo exhaust on it, the muffler on the back, and just a couple more things. And Project Juke is almost done, and it'll be ready to move on to something else. So comments below, let us know what you think about this car. Have we had a lot of fun with it? Are you impressed with the way it sounds now? I know I am handling. I can't wait. I want to track this thing. So Road Atlanta, next time Z1 or somebody has one of those Road Atlanta days, I want to get this thing down there and see what it can do. So from all things Nissan here in my driveway to wherever you're watching this around the globe, remember, if I can do this in my driveway, you can do it in yours. This is your Nissan Nation. Peace, everybody.